Hello, we're going to look at Unit 4, Lesson 1, the Launch, Explore, Discuss, Cafeteria Actions and Reactions. To begin with, we looked at the jump start, remembering what it means to evaluate an expression. It means to put a number in place of the letter. So this would be 4 times 2 times 3, and that 3 comes from this 3. And then add another 3, add 4, and divide by 8. So the order of operations says, let's look inside that parentheses first. So 4 is going to repeat, and then inside parentheses we have 2 times 3, and that's 6. And 6 and 3 is 9. So it's 4 times 9 plus another 4 divided by 8. Now we have to do everything on top of the fraction first before we divide by 8. So that's 4 times 9 right here, that's 36, plus another 4, total of 40 divided by 8, and now we can get the answer as 5. So that is not equation solving, that is evaluation by substitution. Now what we're going to do today is we're going to look at a problem with cafeteria trays. And this is going to help us get better at our skill of making equations from stories. So if you could, pause the video and read the story to yourself all the way up to question number 1. And then when you unpause, I'll be ready to solve it with you. Okay, so here's what we have. There are 4 cartons. So I'm just going to make a few labels here. 4 cartons, and there were 24 students. Now, they didn't use everything out of those cartons. There are some left in there, as you can see by the later part of the story. What we don't know in this story, and that's what we're going to label with X, is the number of trays in one carton. One carton. So then 4 times X becomes the number of trays in 4 cartons. Now remember, 24 students took a tray out of there. So that's reduced out of there. Now, what could that be equal to? Well, later in the story, it says she's going to take the remaining trays and she's going to put them into 3 lines, and each line has 12 trays. Well, that means 3 times 12, or 36. Now, how do you solve that? Well, you add 24 to both sides of the equation, equal sign. So 4x is 60, and then you divide by 4. So 15 trays in each of the cartons. Now, a little bit later, she's counting the number of students in a table. She doesn't know. That's your X. How many students are sitting in the front table? But what she can do is she knows that they doubled the number of students. She knows that 4 more students sat down, and also that they separated into 3 equal-sized groups, leaving only 1/3. So there's a multiplication by 1/3 there. As the lunch ends, there are still 12 students seated. That's on the other side of the equal sign. So we have X is being doubled, and then 4 more students come, and then there's only 1/3 of those left, and at the end it equals 12. So to solve this, we're going to multiply by 3. So that cancels out. You get 2x plus 4 is 36. We take away 4, and 2x is 32. Divide by 2, and x is 16. 16 students were originally at the table. All right, so we skipped over this. And we skipped the ready for more. And for our takeaways, just want to highlight 3 words here, okay? One is to model. What is a model? It's when you have an equation that matches up to the real world. And then there's a word here, context. Context is what the story is about. Is it about trays? Is it about students? And the last thing is justify. Justify is related to the word justice, like a court of law. We need evidence, and that's what your steps of solving an equation show. They show evidence. Remember, inverse operations basically just means to undo something. Okay, so we didn't work on this. We didn't have time for that. That's the end of the lesson. And then we'll do the ready, set, go next time. See you later. Have a good day.